Greetings once again, everybody. We have returned to our Sunday night brouhaha. We are here for our second portion.
Brouhaha. Beers are taught, so to speak.
Shocker.
Mr. Fisk, during the break, made a comment that if a company claims their knives are made in a country, they should be made in that country. Not assembled, not a percentage. People buy knives specifically for that reason. He doesn't, but people do. And I would
100% agree. Yeah.
I would say as long as they are upfront about it, if you tell me that your company makes like the bulk of the knife and they use parts or something like that, and they just state that as a fact, then you can make your decision from that. And it doesn't matter to me, so I don't care, but somebody else might.
It's
Yeah, for me it comes down to how the company's dealing with it. If the company is trying to tout that they're 100% whatever country made, but they're getting parts from somewhere else and still assembling it, yeah, no, that doesn't fly.
No, that's what I'm saying. As long as you are upfront about it and just say, this is exactly what's happening, then I don't give a shit. But if you're lying about it...
Well, one company that's, I think in the public's good graces most of the time when it comes to this type of thing is is Buck Knives, right? They have an American-made line, and they're pretty upfront about the fact that, yeah, everything's made, everything from the steel to the brass stock to the wood that's used, it's all processed and machined and made in the States. So much so that they actually switched away from a Japanese 440C to an American 420 high carbon. Like, they still make Chinese stuff. They still make stuff overseas, but Buck has a lot of stuff that's supposedly 100% purely made in the States. Now, as far as the ebony wood handles that they're using, like, if you wanted to be really nitpicky about it, like, was that ebony actually grown in the States, or was that imported from somewhere else? We know it comes from the guitar. What's that guitar company? Anyway,
Gibson.
Yeah.
No, it's not Gibson. It? No, it's like Taylor or something like that. But it's not Taylor either. I'm drawing a blank.
Ibanez.
You could look it up because it's on Buck's website. But yeah. So Joe would have to be better at that shit. So
well, I'm doing it. I'm doing it in the background here.
Doing it in the background.
Well,
that's a T-shirt. That's for sure a T-shirt.
Mm.
It is Mr. Fisk's 6-year anniversary, so
I assumed that's why his wife is busy. Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
We were on the same page. Finding things together? Are you finding things?
Yeah.
I don't want to change topics on you.
Yeah, it is Taylor Guitars.
Oh, look at that. I know
and
things.
It's there is a trademark name attached to it too. You know what? I'll just put this into the web viewer here. Cerelicam. Crelicam? Genuine ebony. It doesn't say, unless I'm reading too quick and I'm just skipping over it. I don't actually see where the wood itself is sourced from, but yeah.
I thought they said something about where it was harvested from. But...
I mean, it's ebony, so it's not coming out of the U.S. because I don't think there's a North American ebony tree. I don't think.
No, but somewhere South American.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at least now, and then here's the thing: I don't know if people necessarily care where the titanium stock comes from, or where the brass or where the wood comes from, but as long as it's machined and processed in the States, I think that's what most people care about. But I could also be wrong on that.
Mr. Fisk is saying in chat that we have 6 people watching. We need to concentrate more on the stream than his wife. And I really want to make jokes, but it's his anniversary, so I'm not going to.
That's fair.
I'm going to be a good person for once in my life.
Well, I mean, we lost Darren already, but he falls asleep every night at 8 o'clock. So it's So
Yes.
Look at the past streams. You can see. And that'll also get our viewership up on the YouTube channel as well. Like and subscribe. You know, that type of thing.
Indeed. So we moving off of Bucks onto some Cold Steel, Lynn Thompson goodness.
I think there's some ridiculousness to be had here. Yep.
And we're kind of touching on a subject that we got a little heated about last week.
Just a bit.
But we put it to our viewership. 150 1 foot tall tin.
Right. Good job, Paul.
I haven't made that mistake in a couple weeks, all right? Give me a break.
True. You're about time. Or about due. So, this Sunday evening, we have a new fight league for you. It is the Ridiculous Fight League. First up, we bring you a 150-foot tall Nick Shabazz versus a 151-foot tall Lynn Thompsons.
I don't have pictures for this.
No. Thank God.
Yeah, at least have a picture of a poleaxe.
No,
Yeah.
There's no poleaxe. It was just a fist fight.
Do you have a picture of a poleaxe where the blade's about a quarter of an inch?
Roughly a quarter of an inch. But is it a quarter of an inch? I'm not sure if it's a quarter of an inch.
But
I
took away the weapons for that exact reason. They get no weapons.
They're barehanded? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Well,
I had to make it a little bit more fair for Nick, okay?
I'm just going to pretend that they're Lego person height, so I'm just going to use this photo.
Just kidding.
Oh, I searched up miniature poleaxe and I got a picture of a little Lego soldier with a poleaxe. It's pretty great.
Perfect.
I know exactly what soldier you're talking about, too.
The blue and the white vest. Yeah.
That's the classic.
I have a miniature basket hilt, but I don't have a poleaxe. Sorry, man.
Yep.
You have to get Nigel to make one for you.
All right, we'll talk. So Lynn Thompson, unsurprisingly, took this one. But the
all 150 of them.
Even without poleaxes, even without, like, bare-fisted, took that Shabazz bitch down.
If Shabazz is wearing shoes, there's no way the Lynns have a chance. But apparently I'm wrong, so...
His
you can get besides the shoes.
58% of people. You know the fact. Nick Shabazz is not... He's not like the stabby or, like, I'm not going to stomp you to death. Like, that doesn't seem like him. So Lynn's going to attack him, and he's just going to be, like, trying to get him away, but not really returning fire.
And Lynn Thompson has at least 3 knives that you don't even know about on 150 of them.
They're in nature's pocket.
So
all 150 of them.
At least 2 out of 3. But he saves one for the kitchen.
Do you think he
Either nature's pocket?
Do you think he wave opens them out of nature's pocket too?
Oh, I hope not.
Dual-fisted too.
Yeah, of course.
Mr. Fisk just called it the prison pocket, and yes,
that too.
Don't wave your knives open off your prison pocket.
Please don't.
Or
get it on film.
Lynn Thompson, 58% to 42%. It was surprisingly close.
As it should be.
25 votes to 18 votes. There was a good portion of yesterday where it was actually sitting within 1 vote of each other.
Very cool.
Just a nail biter of a fight.
Well, it was bare knuckle this time, so Lynn has very tiny fists at 1 feet tall.
Yeah, just think of like a 9-pound baby punching a 150-foot tall man to death. Just think about that for a while. You're welcome.
No, I'm good, thanks.
I'm gonna drink some more.
Yeah, that's the right answer. Some people of note that voted for Lynn, Knife Collie, Botanical EDC, Black Frost, 693, Ahsoka Edge, Given PNW, Mad One Outdoors, The Finest Tradition. Nick Shabazz also voted for the Lynn Thompsons.
Okay, if he doesn't
Nick's been getting in on the voting lately, I've noticed.
That's awesome.
Nick Shabazz has voted for Lynn Thompson in every one of his categories.
See, you know what?
I love it for it.
That lack of reliance, belief in oneself. You know what? Okay, I believe it. I believe he would be destroyed by the 150 Lynn Thompsons.
Mm-hmm.
He does too. That's why he voted.
Oh.
Mr. Fisk makes a very good point. The 150 Lynn Thompsons can still bite.
Oh yes, that's what they're counting on.
You think horseflies are bad?
Oh. I'm just thinking piranhas, but Lynn Thompsons.
Yep.
Yep.
And they can burrow too.
But they're using some of that sweet Filipino footwork before they go in.
Yeah. Well, that's
they
how
don't fall down.
That's how they get on him in the first place. That's sweet Filipino footwork.
I'm going to just continue with this list now. Everyday Caleb also voted for Lynn. Mr. Fisk, a person of note, also.
Ish.
For Lynn.
Well, thank God he had time to vote this weekend during his anniversary at the hotel.
Hey, look, every once in a while you need to go and get a Gatorade, all right?
There you go.
I'm just saying. He did say that they didn't leave the hotel room, so you're probably not far from the truth.
Giggity giggity. Giggity goo.
I should have had this up. I should have had pictures up of Lynn Thompson. Laura Lynn, that's not Lynn Thompson. Get out of here.
Mr. Fisk raises a very good question in chat. Why are you saying ish, Nigel? I talk and hear more than you.
Oof.
Unfortunately for Nigel, he has to compete with me, Dennis, and Joe, who all like to wax poetic.
Yeah, and in general, I'm not the most talkative guy, so the amount I talk on here is a fair bit.
He's trying, folks. He's real trying.
Yep. And last week my excuse was a migraine, and this week my excuse is dental work. And my mouth really bloody hurts, so talking sucks.
Dental work sucks.
I don't think you need to make an excuse. You talk the amount that you want to talk on stream.
Yeah.
So there, Mr. Fisk. Meh.
That sounds like an excuse.
Yeah, a little bit. You're still his second favorite, though, Nigel. So there's that.
Woohoo! I'm not the worst.
I assume that's me. Who's the worst?
Well, the funny part is, yeah, and is it Joe because he has a chinchilla?
It's going to be you or Joe, or the cat, or the chinchilla.
This man's qualifications, or not qualifications, what would you call it? Requirements? Yeah.
They're very
the
cat and chinchilla.
Yeah. Nothing to do with us.
So if I'm getting this right, the cat and the chinchilla rank equally, then Nigel, then the rest of us.
Well, no, and then it's you and Dennis, and then it's me.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm not about to upset the status quo.
Disclose who is who.
Except for me, you already disclosed I'm the second.
Yeah. And he's told me this joke in private too. I'm not going to spoil the joke on stream, but he's told me this joke on stream, or in DMs before. So I know what you're on about.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know later.
Thank you.
Some people of note.
I don't think I want to know later.
Some people of note that voted for Nick are Ben, Adam Simon, The Knife Whisperer, Zinx EDC, Gear in Situ, espresso-based bushcraft, Caleb Bowl. I don't know how to say that name. Bounds, maybe. I feel bad, but I'm terrible at pronouncing things, so deal with it.
I don't have the name in front of me.
Screaming Pirate EDC. Nick M 89. Stone Wookie, and I know he's voting for Nick because he just doesn't like Lynn Thompson, and he would have said so if he was still in chat. So, and then EDC lover.
You can't speak for him.
Oh, I just did. It happened.
Done and done.
We'll let him know. His opinion's not needed anymore because we already know what it is.
No, his opinion's always needed, but he went to bed too early tonight. It's not my fault that he went to bed.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, fair enough.
Be more entertaining. Come on, man.
No. On that note, we can move on to our second showdown of the evening.
Certainly. For our next fight in our ridiculous Knife Fight League, we have 3 Martins from the Dutch Bushcraft Nice channel, all hidden within an oversized overcoat, versus 1 12-foot tall Mickey.
Indeed. I didn't picture them in a normal sized in an oversized coat. In my head, they were like the third of a size of a regular, but I didn't make it clear. So
Fair enough. I was imagining they were regular size.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if that influenced people's decision.
Well, if it's 3 normal size in an overcoat, it'll be roughly the same height. That's big.
No, it'll be
18,
Mickey,
right?
Just under 18 feet.
Are they standing on each other's shoulders, or are they sitting on each other's backs?
That's a good question.
Yeah, are they standing or sitting on their shoulders?
Yeah, that's kind of my...
Probably sitting because it would be more stable just for the fight.
But it depends on how big the overcoat is. I mean, if the trench coat is big enough that they have to stand up to fill out the trench coat...
It's as big as it needs to be, and no bigger.
You can't just say it can be any size trench coat. There needs to be a tailor that can pick out the size of this trench coat.
Yes, there needs to be a tailor.
We clearly didn't specify, and if we just said 3 Martins, I think the assumption is they're all normal sized.
Yeah. Like I said,
15 feet or 16 feet tall. He's not quite 6 feet tall, I don't think, but
I don't think you could. Anyway.
Yeah. On that note,
who won?
Martins did. The trifecta of Martin. And to be honest, that one was extremely close. It was 55%, 45%. It was a 16 to 13 vote count difference. And for most of the night, Mickey was actually winning. He was winning when I went to bed last night. And I woke up and he lost.
Well, it's because he lives in the Netherlands, and so they woke up and had a giant comeback because he called all his friends in the knife community, and that's why, right? Obviously, you're going to tell us that's why, right?
Sure.
It's going to be that epic kind of story that he has to rally his people.
Martin did? Is that what you're saying here? What's happening?
I don't know. He's rambling.
Tell us, the people of note.
I don't think any of that happened.
No, the main person of note, and by person I mean channel, would be DBK. And DBK voted for Martin. And I think Nigel's correct in the fact that I think Martin is running their DBK Instagram. So he might have an unfair advantage there. Other people of note that voted for Martin was Ben, Lucy Darvo. I don't think I'm saying. Is that correct?
Cody's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just correcting my Darvo. Watt 1095. Ahsoka Edge. All voted for Martin. Zinx. DBK, like I said. Both Caleb's. A Mr. Fisk. And the Wimpy Camper.
Oh, the Wimpy Camper got into the bushcraft fight, eh? Yeah.
She's going to do it on occasion, yep.
Yeah. It's cool that Michelle can
mainly
join
with
us.
the Les Strouds and the DBKs and the
Mhm.
She definitely likes to pick her fights. She chooses wisely, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. What a comeback like Kim Kardashian. Justin's not allowed back in chat anymore.
Oh, do I have to kick him? That was funny.
Keep him. 12 feet tall, that's like a shack and a half. I don't like that unit of measure.
It is actually about a shack and a half. He's accurate.
It's appropriate, though.
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't like it. Some people of note that voted for Mickey.
Which half a shack? Is it the top half or the bottom half?
The bottom half, clearly.
Joe clearly wants.
Is it clearly? Like you say that like it's a stupid question to ask.
If you build a human and you're going to build them standing up, you start with the feet, don't you? You don't start with the middle of the torso and work your way up. Come on.
Well, I was going to say...
You can pass to yourself.
I was going to say, if I was having the choice of trying to piece together or build 1.5 of me's, I would want to be able to stand on top of my own shoulders. That would be more stable than trying to stand on your hips or trying to hold a pair of legs above you.
Yeah.
That would just be awkward.
What if you were
all awkward.
giantly molded together to just have?
Me and Justin were on the same page, actually. What if you lay Shaq down and he's got 4 sets of legs like a centaur?
That's horrifying. I love it.
Yeah.
I bet you that would take away from his dunking ability. That's gotta hurt his vertical.
Yeah, but
it's too hard.
Free throws.
You're trading a vertical mobility for horizontal just control. You got 4 legs stampeding around. That's nobody's
saying. As you had initially said, the 4 sets of legs. Yeah. So in that case, it's would be a spider, not a centaur.
Well, and that's why I corrected myself.
Yeah.
Again, horrifying.
While we were debating top half or bottom half, Mr. Fisk said the left half. So
yeah,
I was even wondering. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
That's
if we were talking about width, that would be a proper answer. But we were talking about the height, so that just automatically assumes you're cutting horizontal, not vertical.
Then fold it in half and tuck it on top.
No,
that's what she said.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
What? There's tucking questions.
I'm not saying it, Joe.
What you cut, tuck, and fold on your time is none of my business. Let's just be clear about that.
He does it in your garage, man.
Thanks.
I don't know what I'm doing in the garage, but I'm sorry. Back on track. I don't think I've actually started in on who voted for Mickey.
I don't think so.
Did I? No, I didn't think I did. No.
Nope.
Right off the hop, the Knife Whisperer. Knife Nut EDC, Mad One Outdoors, The Finest Tradition. Stone Wookie, Kiefer. And that's them. That's all the people of note, apparently. Or that's all the people that I noted.
Boo.
Good job.
Think about it. I mean, what do you want from me?
Like and subscribe.
This is the quality content that you're helping support. Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Fisk. I'd thank Darren, but he's not here right now. So that's the end of the fights.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that or not. I think 12-foot tall Mickey would use his balance advantage because he's got some skills. He's got some breakdancing skills. He's got some pretty good balance.
And I mean, I know that Martin trains kickboxing, but I think, like, I'm sure that they've punched each other at one point or another, right?
But he's got to like Cobra Kai on the top of like another Martin to take the shots.
But they can't disengage from each other.
On top of two other Martins.
Yeah, like that's a tricky feat, man. Sweep the leg is a little bit trickier when you got two guys standing on top of you. Like,
I'm sorry, Mr. Fisk is just sipping his tea in chat and just said, I still haven't heard Nigel named as a person of note. Which, in Nigel's defense, he doesn't vote in these polls.
Yep.
Unbiased opinions.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the only asshole that was voting in the polls. And
Did you stop?
Because of fear. I just like the fact that
peer pressure.
with a frog emoji and a cup of tea emoji, he conveyed the Kermit the Frog sipping his tea
As soon as
emoji.
soon as you said it, I pictured it. I mean, well done, but also I'm shaking my head at you.
Yeah. He forgot to add, but that's none of my business.
Mhm.
I mean, he literally paid for that, so I guess it is his business.
It's anonymous voting. It's anonymous voting.
Right? So we're a few minutes away from break still. Do we want to delve into the topic, and then when we come back, we can answer the question associated with said topic?
I think we could do that. How much time we got left here?
It's 8:40.
Like the topic of like, the thing
The
of the
945.
thing.
Yeah,
You know.
those things.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, cocaine. That's what we're talking about.
Clearly.
Pretty sure we're gonna get flagged for that one.
We're not suitable for children anyways, right?
Yeah, no,
I just
there's
scrolled
another
up.
channel that I watch all the time that the guy always references doing cocaine and then like out inside the camera and stuff, like totally does it. It's just he doesn't get flagged for it, I don't think. It's still up. He still jokes about it.
I don't think.
I mean, he would probably comment on having his stuff taken down. But on that note, there's a new knife coming out. It's like a knife, only smaller.
Here, hang on a sec.
Burp, 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 burp. Burp, 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 burp. The 945. We have jumped the shark tonight. Super hard.
My 940 was like the ping pong ball that couldn't get off the screen for a while.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
And Mr. Fisk just unsubscribed. And I mean, at this point, I don't blame you.
No doubt.
Just gonna say,
No
correct,
doubt. You're giving $10 to this bullshit.
correct, sir.
He's funding it. Yeah, but no, the 945, new Mini Osborne.
BK-1. BK-1.
BK-1 with black and blue G10, S30 with a Cerakoted blade, I believe.
You're a Saratoga blade. I don't know. It might be a DLC blade. We'll get Joe to look it up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's in the conversation.
Anyway, mull on that. Everyone else look it up. It's on the Benchmade new stuff.
No, it's
Joe put a picture
I sent
up
some
for the
pictures.
screen.
I may or may not have borrowed them from the Benchmade website, so thank you. If we get flagged for anything, it'll be that.
Okay.
But yeah, what do y'all think?
We'll let you mull on what you think.
It's going to be too small.
Mull on it. But it might be Cebu too small. You don't know.
Potentially, yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. I don't know either.
It could be also what was the listed handle length? I'm almost at the page. The part of the page it says the thing. Oh, it doesn't. Okay,
anyway,
so
mull on it. We're gonna go to break. We're gonna talk about this when we get back. Simmer down there, Joe.
hold on. I just wanted to find the overall length and see if that matches the overall length of the mini super
That's
break.
talking about it instead of mulling about it. Stop talking about it.
We could go for another
Mr.
2
Fisk
minutes.
is throwing shade at us, saying nobody is flagging a stream with 6 watchers. And I'll have you know, there are 7 people watching us, so screw you.
And yeah, we have been flagged for copyright stuff for the clips we've used in the past.
Yeah.
So
It has happened. So
Some kind of issue that I'll try and fix over our break.
Oh.
That's a good time. That's a good time to break.
YouTube called our bluff, and they're just like,
We don't need